Hi, I'm Daniel, I'm building a card game and now it's time to build our paper prototype. So the first step of building Manafront is actually figuring out the game mechanics, rules, cards and so on. And so to do that, we need to prototype and iterate a lot. Of course, we're not gonna come up immediately with a stroke of lightning, of genius, for which we can build the perfect card game. To figure out what are the rules, the most fun rules, what we're gonna do is building a paper prototype. So what do I have here is part of my old Yu-Gi-Oh collection, as you can see here. And why did I do that? Because I wanted to have like physical cards to play on. So be able to deal cards, play them on the field. And so I got pen and paper and I started, writing a lot of units out of thin air. I just put some rules that I thought would be fun and some statistics that I'm gonna explain to you later. And then I called up a friend of mine and I said, come here and let's play a shit ton of games. I have this new game idea and I want to test out the rules with you. Let me show you what we got so far with our prototype. So as you can see, we have two decks for two different factions. Castle and the other is Academy. It has Hearthstone and Magic, different factions, different colors, they have different playstyle. In this game, I decided also to include for both of them what we call a power. And these are cards, these powers, that we're gonna give to the player at each turn if they don't have it. And this is because we want to avoid, let's say, dead turns in which they don't know what to play. So we have three types of cards. The first one is a spell. You pay its cost and it has an effect. In this case, you pay 7 and Sky Crash deals 5 damage to the front lane. It's basically a one-time use. You pay and its effect gets resolved. Then you have more classic units. In this case, the Seer, that costs 2, and then it has 1 of attack and 3 of attack. And then you have artifacts. In this case, Milestorm, you pay 4, and then you deal 2 damage to all the enemy. So, a bit different from Hearthstone, you're gonna have this extra type of cards, which is called artifacts. You also place them on the board, but they have some effects and abilities that you can pay mana for. And this is how the board is gonna look. As we mentioned in the previous video, you have the front line, you're gonna have this back line, you use your mana, and you place things on the board. You can see multiple things got changed, like the cost of cards, things got written and rewritten multiple times, but basically it's extra useful. And we are back! So hopefully that's more clear. This is the board, this is player 1, you, and this is your enemy. You can place your unit on the front line and only the units on the front line can attack. And the goal of the game, as in Magic, as in Hearthstone, is take the enemy life points to 0. This is the basic, and now it's just about playing a lot up until we find the perfect formula. And yeah, let's see where these things go, and up until the next vlog, see you next time.
Cards on the table, rules in the air. Balancing this game, it's a wild affair. Manafront's a puzzle, but we're pulling hair. Play tasting chaos, who even cares?